Basically I will say that you can start it from zero, okay, and there is no limit for the future scope, because if you see most of the companies, okay, or most of the construction companies, even the government are spending. So I will not waste your time and simply explain that basically what is estimate and valuation. Basically estimate is the process of calculating the proposed amount, okay, for the proposed construction. For example, if you are constructing G+1 building today, okay, in that case what will be the projected cost, or what will be the approximate or a detail or a perfect cost for that construction. So that process we call as estimate. While on other hand, valuation is a completely opposite of estimation. In valuation process, basically we calculate the cost of construction or the structure which is already constructed. So now we are clear with the concept, but the basic question is that actually what kind of service we are providing to our client. Look, if someone want to construct a home, in that case if he or she is applying for a home loan, in that case the bank will demand one document that we call estimate. So in that case you will provide estimate to your client. On other hand, if bank or a client want to sell a property and they need to know the actual cost of that structure or that property, in that case they will demand a valuation. So basically we are providing the documentation that we call estimate or valuation to particular client. So that is the simple answer what kind of service we are actually providing in this business. So now the question is, who is your client? Basically there are mainly two type of clients. The first one is a person who want to construct any kind of a structure. In that case they need an estimate, so that's the one type of client, okay. The other one may be a bank or a person who want to sell their properties or want to know the actual construction cost or actual property cost in the current time. Now the very important question is that how much I can earn from this business. Look, the earning may depend on the area, localities, then demand for that business, okay. But in most of the cases bank are common, okay, everywhere we can see the bank. So in that case the estimation or the valuation business is, I will say that you can survive anywhere, okay. So that's not the issue, it's not limited to any place, okay. So that's the first point. The second is that your earning may vary with your experience. For example, if you are a fresher, in that case your earning may be low, but if you are an expert in this field, valuation field or estimation field, in that case your earning will be high as compared to the fresher one. So what is the actual minimum earning? I will say that for example, if you are simply providing a certificate to a client for the renovation or the cost certification, in that case the earning is minimum is 1000 rupees, okay. But if you are providing a complete detailed estimate, in that case this estimation value or this valuation cost provided as per the percentage of total construction cost or total estimation or valuation cost. For example, it may be 1% to 2%, okay. It depend on your experience and depend on the type of estimate. Basically there are some kind of approximate estimate and some detailed estimate. In detailed estimate you will get the more money, while in approximate estimate the number the earning may vary from 3000 to 5000 rupees minimum. I am saying the minimum amount, okay. This number or this earning may vary with your experience. So what are the skill requirement for this business? Mainly there are two type of skill requirement. The first one is a technical, and that is basic knowledge of estimate and valuation, and you can grab that knowledge or get that knowledge from the books. I will provide some books in description so that it will help you to grab that knowledge, the basic knowledge, okay. The next and second type is basically I will say that a software point of view or a skill point of view. Basically you have to study and learn the software like MS Office, MS Excel to prepare your Excel sheet for your estimate or valuation. So there are not any kind of serious skill requirement, but the main skill is knowledge of estimate and valuation subject. So that's the major skill set you require. Now the very important question is that what is basically the future scope for this business. Look, after some time when you get a proper amount of a client and proper amount of experience, at that time the scope is simple. You can work with a bank, basically you can work over a panel with a bank. Okay, so that's the first future scope for you. The other is that don't stop at your local place. Okay, you can also apply for a dedicated working companies. Okay, so in that case you can grab a nice job there. So that's the other future scope for this. Basically I will say that you can start it from zero. Okay, and there is no limit for the future scope, because if you see most of the companies, okay, or most of the construction companies, even the government are spending to calculate what will be the proposed cost for any specific structure or construction. For example, I am giving just example. For example, L&T want to construct a road. Okay, in that case basically they need to know what will be the actual construction cost. Okay, so in that case what they do, they basically provide the what are the plans and all technical details to their technical persons, and they basically calculate what will be the construction cost for this specific road or specific construction. So in such a case I will say that there is lots of opportunities in India as a estimator or as a valuer. So yes, I will suggest that if you are a person who really interested in estimate or valuation, in that case there is a future scope for you. Otherwise, look, if you are not that kind of a person who don't really want to invest his or her time or just a single subject, that is the estimate or valuation, in that case there is a limitation for the future scope. You will be restricted only up to the bank panel engineer or bank panel valuer or estimator. So that will be the scope for you. Now the next question is, do you really need a office setup for this business, or what are the investment for how much you need to basically invest for this business? Look, at the initial stage you really don't need a office setup. Okay, you can do it from your home or any place. Okay, basically you just need a laptop or a computer, or you can prepare your estimate or valuation manually also. So that's why basically it's not office oriented work. Okay, so basically you there is no mandatory or there is no condition that you need a office. But after some time when you get a positive response from your client and you have lots of work regarding this estimation and valuation, in that case yes, you need a office setup to arrange meeting with your clients. So in that case I will suggest that after some time when you get a positive response and get a lots of workload regarding the estimate and valuation, after that the office is mandatory. Okay, now the second and most important part is that, look, you can prepare, as I said, you can prepare manually estimate or valuation. There is no need of any other I will say the software or laptop or a PC. Okay, but to save your time, look, if you prepare a estimate or a valuation manually, it will take a time. Okay, so this is good at an initial level. Okay, but if you want to increase or boost your work, in that case I will suggest that the laptop or PC is mandatory to boost your work. Okay, but there is one positive point here, like 3D work or I will say that other graphics hungry work, you really don't need a high performance laptop or a computer. In that case a basic decent laptop or computer is sufficient to prepare MS Excel sheet. And also what kind of laptop you need, so I will provide a description which type of laptop is best for estimation and valuation work, so there is no need to worry about it. The laptop cost is all about it, nothing else you need for this business. So I hope you get the idea what kind of investment basically you have to do for this business. Okay, now let's talk about qualification and experience. Look, if you want to provide a simple estimate to your client, that is an approximate estimate to your client for the home loan, in that case the qualification is minimum qualification is diploma. Basically you need a registration of registered engineer at your local authority, that is municipal council or municipal corporation. In that case the diploma is sufficient. Okay, there is no need to worry about your qualification. And similarly the experience is also, I will say that the 1 year experience is sufficient for that case. But if you want to grow yourself in this business, or you want a proper registration as a valuer or as an estimator, in that case the qualification should be minimum degree in civil engineering, and experience should be 5 years. So that's about qualification and experience. So you can choose what kind of person you are. In that case the qualification and experience will vary for you. Now let's finish this video over very crucial and important topic, that is what about registration, what kind of registration or a license I need for the valuer work or the estimator work. Look, if you want to, as I said, if you want to simply sign the approximate estimate for a home loan, or I will say that if you want to provide a approximate estimate, in that case your local authority, that is municipal corporation or municipal council, registered engineer or registered architect license is sufficient. There is no need to worry about any other license. Okay, but if you want a proper valuer or estimator registration for a working for a bank panel, okay, or you want to work at a company, in that case there is a one registration that we call a registered valuer license. Okay, so in that case what is the process and what kind of criteria you need to fulfill for that license or that registration. I have already provided all details in description, you can grab that details. So I will suggest that it really depends on you what kind of person you are. If you simply want to sign an approximate estimate, in that case your local authority registration is sufficient. But if you are planning to really dedicate your life to this subject or this career, in that case yes, you need a proper valuer registration. Thank you so much friends watching this video till the end, because there is a bonus point for you. Look, if you are a civil engineer and not interested in estimate or valuation subject, in that case I will suggest that don't waste your time over studying course regarding the estimate or valuation in detail form, because your local authority license is sufficient for your estimation work at your local level. Similarly, the books which I have already provided in description are sufficient to provide an approximate estimate. Okay, in that case please don't waste your time or your money over a dedicated course. Okay, so that's the first suggestion. The second one is that if you really want to dedicate your life to this career, as I said, there is a lots of scope, future scope in our India. So in that case I will suggest that the basic knowledge you can get from that book, okay, or you can get those from our college also, okay, college syllabus. But if you want to boost your knowledge, in that case you have to join the classes, that may be offline or online, which where they provide the proper knowledge of estimate and valuation. Look, because the estimation and valuation in a practical field, okay, it's really different from what we have already learned in our book. Okay, so I will suggest that if you want to grow yourself in this field, in that case please don't rely over a simple or a basic knowledge. You have to boost and increase or upgrade your knowledge. So that's my personal suggestion, and thank you so much for watching this video, and please share this video with other. Thank you so much.